buddy. All right. Welcome to Bandit Sunset Crafts Yoga Edition, and we're going to have Mackie here joining us. He is currently nesting in my pile of blankets that we'll be using later, and so you get some doggy entertainment as well. And I am just watching him in the camera and going, wow, he really likes the camera. I'm Lena with Bandit Sunset Crafts. If you enjoy this video and want to see more, please like and subscribe. And today we're going to introduce you to Restorative Yoga. This is a yoga that I learned about during my yoga teacher training and that I've been diving into, and I've absolutely fell in love with it so far. And I'm halfway through. And I wish that I would have found restorative yoga ages ago, because I can see so many benefits to it. It's a little bit different than the traditional yoga that you see in gyms where you're in holding poses, or it's more of a workout kind of yoga. This one's more supported. So you're going to use props to support yourself during all poses. It allows you to relax, to relieve stress, and to energize or get rid of any tension that you may be holding. And also it taps into the parasympathetic, I'm going to have to type that word for you down below, parasympathetic nervous system, which helps with healing. And also, as always, I am a yoga instructor. I am not a medical doctor, so that if you do have any medical issues that you're worried about, please talk to your medical provider first before trying any of it. So we're going to dive in, and I'm going to show you some of the things that you can use. Traditionally, you would use a yoga mat, the block that I have here, as well as bolsters. But since many of us don't have those kind of things, we're going to teach you how to use everyday objects that you have in your house while you do these kind of practices. So, if you don't have a block, you can use books and you can stack them to the height. The purpose of a block is to bring the floor to you, and that's what they're traditionally used for. And so if you don't have one of these, you can substitute in a block. Also, you can use one of the other options as well. If you have any problems with your knees, you can pad the knees and provide support. I have a memory foam cushion that I use in my chairs that I use, especially on this linoleum floor that I'm on now, to provide some cushion. But you can also put a blanket under your knees. You can fold your mat up several times and use that under your knees. That's one of the things that I like about the folded yoga mat that I have, is I lay it out like normal, but I can also situate it so that I have more padding underneath my knee or my hands. And that way you can have support for your ankles, your knees, and also wrists as well. Another item is bolsters. We're going to teach you how to make those. You can use a pillow in your bed, and that's one that you're going to have around. And you can use different sizes, so I have smaller ones here as well. And you can pick and choose what you want. And then you can also, like, let's say you want a little padding under your neck. You can roll up a towel and place that under your neck for some support when you're in a laying down position. And also, if you want more, this one is only folded once, but if you folded it twice, it'd make it thicker. And another option would be, this is one of those throw blankets that's, I don't know the inches, but I know it's 5 feet, or just under 5 feet. And I folded it in half and I rolled it up, and that's what this looks like. So you can use this with any kind of blanket. You can prop yourself as high or as low as you want. And since we're going to be doing this via video, I'm going to have one video that shows the poses, and that way you can get used to the poses and practice them. And then we're going to have a video where I'm going to go through an entire practice. So one of the things is I'm going to show you two poses in this video, and I want you to practice them for 5 minutes in the morning and 5 minutes at night. You're going to practice the poses, get used to where you like to have the pose. Also, a lot of us are wanting to add yoga into our lives. If you do just 5 minutes in the morning and 5 minutes at night, you have 10 minutes of yoga in your life. And also, this is 10 minutes of meditation and relaxation and recharging your body, and also potentially diving deeper into your cells for some healing properties as well. And so you're still going to get that even if you just do 10 minutes. One of the things is with restorative yoga is throughout our lives, we're very busy and we have a lot of stress. Feeling tired, exhausted, lack of energy, just difficulty sleeping, and a variety of other things that are causing us to hold on to more stress in our lives. So if you start adding just a little bit of this yoga and meditation, you may see the effects. And I want to hear below what kind of effects you see in this, even just doing it 5 minutes in the morning and 5 minutes at night. We'll start slow and then build from there. Now, if you're getting to one of these poses and you're just so comfortable and you just want to stay in it longer, you can stay in this pose as long as you want. These poses can be held from 5 minutes all the way up to 20 or 30 minutes. And that is your choice. Oftentimes, people will go to sleep into these poses as well, and that's perfectly fine. And I want you to practice this and learn if you like being low down, close to the ground, or if you like your pillows really high, or you like lots of padding under your knees, or you need more support in specific areas. Because I'm not going to be able to walk around the room, pad underneath your knee and give you support and adjust the pillows for you to help you get into the best pose. So that's why I'm going to ask that you practice it, and that way you can find your own best pose. And you can do that from the comfort of your home. And also, I'm on the floor right now, but if you're doing this right before bed, you can do the meditation and your yoga practice in your bed. And you'll have pillows and blankets, and you can bring a towel. You can have all of it in your bed with you already. And I'm going to get started. I'm going to show you two poses. And these two poses will be opposites of each other. And one is going to be a supported child's pose. So I have issues with my knees, so I'm bringing some padding underneath my knees. Bring your pillows in close as you can. Now you can widen your knees and bring the pillows closer, If you're not able to do that, you can bring the pillows up onto your lap. And we're going to do an extended child's pose. This one's high. And we're going to reach out and just sink in. You can adjust this any way you want. There is no wrong or right way. You can also bring your elbows, your hands underneath your forehead to support your head. And you're going to hold this for 5 minutes. Focus on your breath. Relax into the pose. If you're finding any tension, I'm going to put a towel on my head and you can bring your arms out to the side. If you're noticing any tension, you can support your arms and let your shoulders relax. If someone is pregnant, I want you to make room for baby. And you can shift your pillows to the side and lift it up really high. Also widening out your legs. Also help. You know you will be in the right part of this pose when you just are able to release all your tension. Sink into the pose, into the pillows, and let everything just support you. focus on the sound of your breath on each inhale and exhale. Feeling any tension, just shift just a little bit and just let that tension sink away. And wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. Slowly coming back to the present moment. And we're going to shift into another pose. And also, if you can adjust the pose to fit what you want and what you need at any time. I want you to listen to your body every moment as we move through these poses. If you don't feel comfortable, modify the pose as you need. And I'm going to show another version of that. Pretend that you're sitting in your chair. Let's say I'm at work and I'm needing a break during lunch just to recharge. You can be sitting in your chair. Let's pretend you have a table in front of you. You can use your purse or your jacket and create a comfy spot. And then you can lean over your desk or the table, building up the desk to meet you. And I am not very flexible, so I need mine really, really high. And if you are like me and you are not very flexible, it's okay, build up. And apparently I'm very inflexible tonight. But I really want to be high. And just lean forward and let the pillow support you. If someone's pregnant or has problems with the knees and is uncomfortable in the other position, this may be a good option for you. This is basically a supported forward fold. To your body. If you're feeling any tension in the back, I want you to kind of come out of the pose just a little bit so that tension just drips away. You can pile the blankets up higher if need be. Or you can sink down into the pose and have the blankets down lower. Whatever works for you. And you can also have it so your legs are together, and that can bring your pillows up higher. Oop, that's exactly what I needed. into the pose, letting all the pillows and blankets just support you. You're safe and comfortable. Imagine any tension floating away on your next exhale. Drifting off. Allow any tension to drift away. And let yourself just be in the moment, here and now. And wiggle your fingers and slowly come out of the pose. Okay. This one, it's going to be two different ones as well. The one that is the least supported is going to be the basic relaxation pose. What it's going to be is we're going to lay completely flat. And you're going to you can use a pillow for support under your head. You can put a bolster. Let's say you need support under your knees. And I used so many supports. You can tell the folding forward when laying down is not something that comes naturally to me. You can put okay. Sorry. You can put a bolster under your knees and a pillow under your head, and you can just lay flat in your bed. And just gradually relax and let go, counting your breath and focusing in on the present moment and just slowly releasing any tension from the day. And I'm going to switch to the other side and show you. So I'm going to put, and you can put also one at your feet if you need to. So, this is going to be the basic relaxation pose. And you want to make sure that you're supported everywhere. So if you feel like you need a little support, you can tuck in a blanket underneath. You can put a blanket up over you if you'd like. And lay your arms out to the side, allowing any tension to release and float away. Focusing in on your breath. Finding your natural rhythm. Sink into the floor, allowing any tension to release. You're fully supported. going to move from here into a goddess pose, coming up just slightly into sitting. I'm going to arrange the pillows so that I am laying at an angle. So bring one pillow close to your lower back, and then you can prop another pillow on top. And then you can lay back into the pose. You can bring a blanket under your legs if you want. If you feel like you need to be higher, this would be the first start. You can just, never know, sometimes your pillows just may hit a spot, just the way you don't like it. If you need to be higher, add another pillow. Just gradually practice and find the right level that you want, and this is your fabulous goddess pose. Adapt the pillows into blankets to fit what you're needing. Find the position that's most comfortable for you. Slowly release any tension. And let go. Just allow it to float away. We're going to slowly come back to the present moment. Bring your awareness to all the sounds around you. I hear the wind chimes, the strong support, the softness of the pillows. Feel the floor, the bed beneath you. Feel the weight of the sweet little dog that came to join me. When you're ready, we're going to slowly roll onto our side. And then come back up into seated. Somebody was just as comfy as I was. He's giving me a sad look. Thank you for joining me. As you can tell, I said we were going to do 2 at the beginning. But then as I started doing some of the poses, I thought, like in the first one, I was thinking, what if your knees are bothering you? What would be another option? So that's why I added the forward fold. Because I was having some issues with my knees because I'm on the linoleum floor. And I also provided 2 options for when you're laying down, because my favorite ones to do at night when I go to bed are the basic relaxation pose when you're just laying in bed with a pillow under your head, covered up with blankets. And then my next favorite is actually the goddess pose where you're propped up at an angle. And you can do the angle low or you can do the angle high, your choice. And that's one of the reasons that I would like you to go through and practice some of these poses, just so you can get a feel of what your favorite one is. And a lot of us, we want to become healthier, and we're going to start at the very basics with relaxation, meditation, letting go, also relaxing and healing, and focus there first. Because a lot of times, if we don't heal the exhaustion, the tiredness, the stress, it'll be harder to heal other things as well. They may linger around, and times we don't focus on those. And I'm going to admit that I realized that I need to do a whole lot more restorative, and I would like you to join me on this journey. You can start with 5 minutes in the morning, 5 minutes at night, and you can choose how long you want to hold these poses. If you want to do them longer, go right ahead. And thank you for joining me and Mac. Namaste. Have a wonderful day or evening. And thank you for joining me. Hope you enjoy your journey on restorative. Take care.